Back to Good Morning K-Town, your breakfast show on KCBS TV. We want to sincerely thank Chair Prudencia for taking us to Dubai. Let's welcome Elizabeth Belua with Soul Talk.
Hello, Christy. How are you doing this
I'm
morning?
okay. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm happy being here today. I'm always happy
Okay.
anchoring this program with you and always wrapping it up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so happy, Yesterday it rained seriously in Kumba
Yes.
in the morning. Did you experience the rain?
Of course.
It rained and I thought there would be no sunshine.
Yesterday was such a quiet day. It was really scary in some way,
No, the rain, I saw zings coming out. I'm like,
Really?
yeah. There
Okay.
was breeze, everything. I'm like, oh my God, this rain, what's happening? But eventually the rain ceased. And we
After the
experienced-
storm comes the calm.
Yeah, and we experienced the sunshine. And I'm like, wow. So there's always one good thing.
Yeah, that's what they always say, We can relate that to the life of somebody, Despite the challenges, after the challenges will come a peaceful moment and time. So, yeah.
Yesterday I was going through my phone. I was on Facebook and I came across something very wonderful.
All right.
And I want us to share. People will notice your change in attitude towards them, but will never notice what caused the change. You know that.
Okay.
People always say, "Oh, Christy, you've changed. What's call me anymore? You don't text me. You don't visit me." But they've never asked themselves like, what happened.
Okay.
There are times when people are present with you, but you say you're busy. People always have this say, "I don't have time." And I ask myself, when you say you don't have time, what do you mean? Because time has everybody. And nobody has time. You create time. Like, this is what I want to do in the morning. You've created that particular activity in the morning. So when you say you don't have time in the morning, it's like you're not living. Because people who don't have time are dead people, actually.
Okay.
Yes, if you don't have time, that means you're dead. Because the word having time, it means programming an activity.
Okay.
Because time is always going. And when it's there and you're there, it means you're programming something in correspondence to time. So people always make the statement, "No, I don't have time. Oh, I'm very busy." It's a lie. It's a big lie. That's what we always say, that I don't have that time. Oh, please, I'm sorry. And that's how people have changed. People's attitude have changed towards others. And you see them complaining every day, people grumbling, people carrying grudge, people have revenge mind. I want to do this thing because you don't care about me. But go back and ask yourself, when that person was there, were you available?
Okay.
Were you there?
That's a very good one. That's a good one.
Were you there? The thing is, we tend to neglect the important things for the minute ones. That's how life, that's how ironical we do things. That is, you look at the container, forgetting the content. That's how life, people see it. You're always anxious about something that just fades away, something that is temporal, and you forget the permanent things that when they are gone, they don't come back. There are things that when they leave you, they are gone and they don't come back. So we should not always complain about people's attitude, how people have changed their attitude, but find out what happened. Sit back. Maybe you have this friend and
reflect.
Yes, reflect. Maybe it's on your side. There are people who don't talk about what you're doing to them that they don't like. But there are people who do this. They cut off relationship for some time.
They don't give you a reason why.
They don't give you a reason why. They just cut off relationship. That's because everybody has their own mindset. There's somebody who says, if I engage in a conversation with you, maybe you will see the wrong way.
Yeah, people really don't like confrontation. A lot of people don't like confronting others. So they just retreat.
Yeah, let me just
you never know. And it is only if you find time to reflect about your relationship with your friends and others that you can get to a point where you realize that, wow, maybe I might have done something unknowingly that has hurt this person one way or the other. Yeah.
So I was really inspired yesterday. I went through it, and I saw myself in that situation, that maybe there's some things I'm doing to people, and people are doing some things to me. Attitude have changed, and you try to correct yourself, and life goes on. But that's not what we are talking about.
That's not what we're talking about today.
Nah, that's not what we're talking about today. I just told you about something that I read. That's not it. Today we're talking about. Today I'll be talking so much about the law of karma.
Okay.
Do you believe in karma?
Of course, I do.
Okay, you know, I'm talking about, what we'll be talking about today is, now, when people treat you bad. Has somebody ever treated you bad before?
Of course.
What did you do?
I mean, with my personality, I don't know how to really get back to people, so I just sit quietly and I just watch, you know.
I mean, has somebody ever neglected you in your capacity?
I think it has happened. Yeah, I might not have like examples, but I think that's something that really happens to a lot of people.
And what did you do?
I mean, like I said, my nature is I just look at you, and probably if I can call you out on it, sometimes I call you out, but sometimes if there's really nothing I can do to change you, because I truly believe that, you know, there's some things that you as an individual you need to work on personally, right? As an individual, there are certain vices that people have that no matter how you try, you just cannot help them out. They have to sit and first of all be conscious of what they have done, and it's through being conscious that they'll be able to change, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You know, I really like karma in treating people. Now, let me tell you something. Just keep this in your mind wherever you go and somebody treats you bad. Just tell the person that a time will come when you will regret that you treated me wrongly.
Okay, but you know that's do you know the reason why we always talk about forgiveness?
Why?
Because everyone who has done something naturally will pay for it, whether you have done a good or a bad thing. So it's just that people do not really realize that that's why you hold grudges and resentment. It is not your place to hold a resentment. It is not your place. For everything that you have done, naturally you pay the price, whether it is negative or positive.
That is it. That's why I always tell people that when somebody treats you bad, just let it go.
Yeah, it is not your place.
Just leave it, because I see people every day, others look down on them. You know, if there was a way that we can see tomorrow, I tell you, some people will not do some things today.
Yeah, nature has a way of working it out.
Yeah, it knows
nature
how to just
out perfectly.
arrange. You know, in our day-to-day life, just let's see in our various professions, there are people that when you begin a profession, they always look down on you. They always tell you that no, you are nobody. I've been here for long. I mean, I always tell people that it's not how far you go, but how well. You can be on a path for 100 years and you know nothing about that path. But somebody who comes in with that mindset, with that dedication, with that focus, with that ambition, with that strength, can take 2 years and that person is on top and you're down there.
You're very correct.
You know, that's our life, and that's what people do every day. I always tell people that when you are in a position to help others, help them, because they will in turn help you.
You never know.
But when you keep telling people, when you keep treating people wrongly because you think that you're been
top
there,
of the world.
you have. Now, I always see people say that I have experience more than you, and I ask you that what is your experience? That you say you have more than somebody. Because experience comes according to your activities. Do you know that?
Yes.
It is what you do that gives you experience.
Yeah.
And your experience can be in light of what you have been through. And somebody comes in the same sector but with a different vision. So you don't expect that person to have the same experience like you.
That's true.
And when the person goes the own way, you know, everybody is unique. We are all born with our own talents, with our own potentials that when we portray, you see, people see it differently. And that is how we should encourage others. I don't like it when people treat people wrongly because they think that they are up there and they are the lawmakers and they are the pioneers and they are the people. I've been in the profession for 5 years. I've been in the profession for 10. That's what I hear every day.
When I speak, you don't have to speak.
Yeah, you don't have to speak.
Because I've been in this business for 25 years.
You know, on Monday I was in the compound where our neighbors were just talking and laughing, and A woman said that, I want to tell you all something. We say, Mama, what is it? I really like her so much. That, do you people see 1 million? We said yes. She said, do you see 1 franc? We said yes. She said, between the 1 million and 1 franc, which one is very important? We said 1 million. With 1 million, of course. What am I doing with one franc? Like 1 CFA franc. She says that remove 1 CFA franc from 1 million, the amount changes automatically.
Yeah, it changes. It's no longer 1 million.
So she says that is how anything very small, those things that you don't pay importance to them, that just remove them from the picture, and you see that the vacuum that they have created, you need to put them back there so that vacuum can be closed.
It's no longer 1 million.
Yes, no, it's no longer 1 million. It's now 9,900,99999 because of that 1 franc which is not there. And maybe the 1 million has been looking down on the 1 franc, that who are you? Besides, before you get to that 1 million, you must start from a 1. So remove that 1 from 1 million, you have a 0,000,000,000
Absolutely.
with nothing. So that is how life is. We should always stop treating people bad, because there are times when people will push you, and when you get to that extreme, they pretend as if, oh, is this how you can be? No human is an angel. There's no born angel. We all have our bad sides.
Yeah, of course. I do think that people, we have a lot of examples in the society, except you're somebody who is so stubborn and that you don't want to see. I mean, society itself has taught us a lot of things about the power of the power of karma, the law of karma, and that everything you put in, you're going to get back.
Now you know you're supposed to get,
whether positive or negative. So people, I think that these are examples that people have. They know, but the funny thing is that everybody thinks like my own story is different from that person's story, and I'm not going to end up like that person. I can do my own thing. I have more power. I have more energy. I have more connections. You know, I cannot fall in that same trap. I will always have my way. You know, that's their thought pattern, and at the end of the day, they come back to the same conclusion and the same place.
That's just
so that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's life.
All right, Lily.
So wonderful.
Thank you so much. As always, you're ending the program.
Yeah, I'm ending the program.
You're always the conclusion. You are the conclusion.
You know, before we wrap up the program, I have something to tell everyone out there. Okay. You know, it's weekend, and let's just take something for the weekend.
Okay.
You know, you see this word patience.
Okay, patience.
Patience is when you are supposed to be mad, but you decide to understand. That's patience.
Like self-control.
Yes, if somebody asks you that what's patience, just tell the person that patience is when you're supposed to be mad, but you decide to understand. So we should all have that in mind.
Okay.
As we're going to our weekend, you say, okay, this is my patience. I understand even that.
You know, it's very important, especially during a weekend, because a lot of things happen.
Yeah, a lot of things happen.
We need particular self-control during the weekends.
Yeah,
but that's when people relax and you can get yourself into big trouble. So before you do that, you have to remember the patience, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that good conclusion. And that's a wrap for today's edition of the program. Many thanks to all our guests for being here. We want to thank our able technician, Nembo Rodrigue, aka The Don. Many thanks to the producer of the program, Eswa Julius Fossong. We want to thank all our viewers in K-Town,